Hi friends, I wish that you could be with me here in church for a children's message, but we still have to do things a different way. Today, Pastor's sermon is entitled Sharing Our Hope. Sharing is a really important thing, and for some reason, it reminded me of something that my dad asked me when I was a little girl. He asked me, would I rather have $1 million or the sum of a penny doubled every day for a month? Well, of course, I wanted $1 million. But he told me that that wasn't the right choice, that I would have a lot more money if I would have chosen the sum of a penny doubled every day for a month. Couldn't understand how that could be. I mean, a penny is just a penny. But he explained to me that if I had the sum of a penny doubled every day, then the next day I'd have 2 pennies. And then the next day I'd get 4 more. And then the next day I would get 8. And we're still talking about pennies, so I wasn't very impressed. But as I look at my cheat sheet over here, on day 18, I would be getting $1,310.72. And if you want to do this on a piece of paper, you can just keep doubling your sum every day and you can see how this works. But then it starts to get really crazy, friends, because after $1,310.72, then the next day, it would be $2,621.44. And this keeps going. And do you wonder what we'd be at on day 31? Let me tell you, $10,737,418.23. That is a lot more than $1 million, which is why my dad said I picked the wrong one. It doesn't really matter. I wasn't going to get $1 million, and I was certainly not going to get $10 million. But it does help us to see how things can increase rapidly when we share and that multiplies. So I was thinking about that with sharing our hope and other things that Jesus wants us to do, sharing love and sharing forgiveness. If we share that with one other person, and then that person shares it with somebody else, and we share it with somebody else, and then those people share it with somebody else, can you imagine how this starts to impact the world for Christ? How important it is for us to be ready and willing to give the reason for the hope that we have in Jesus, and to explain why we're loving when it doesn't make any sense, and why we're forgiving when it doesn't make any sense, and why we're doing things that Jesus would have us do, even when it doesn't make any sense or it's not much fun. So I challenge you to think about that penny project. And even though we may not be able to double the sum of sharing our love every single day, certainly by sharing it and knowing that those people will then go on to share it, we would be impacting the kingdom in a really positive way. Especially now as we continue to move through COVID-19 and we can't be in school and we can't go to the movies and we can't go to a restaurant, and there's so many things that we maybe used to be able to doing. Some of you have had birthdays and you haven't been able to celebrate. Miss Eck is going to get married in a couple of weeks, and who knows how that's going to go for her. Things are definitely different. But what's not different is that we can definitely keep sharing Jesus' love, keep sharing the hope we have, keep sharing forgiveness. Those things we can definitely keep doing, and I pray that you will. I miss you all, and I hope to see you soon.